we are going to get to this wonderful, wonderful theist all the way in London. Patrick, he, him, you have been hanging on the line for an hour and a half, man. Thank you so much. You are on the Atheist Experience with Armin, Navabi, and Secular Rarity. What is up, brother?
Yeah, I would say I haven't been hanging on the line. I've been listening intently. It's been a great show.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah. Was... So, God. I think essentially does exist. So, what do you know about game theory and evolution?
A little bit about game theory, a little bit about like Bruce Buena de Mesquita and people like that. But yeah, I mean,
Prisoner's Dilemma,
yeah,
Prisoner's Chicken, Prisoner's Dilemma.
Yeah, all of that. I mean, like again, like I'm not here to point out some degree that's hanging on my wall just off camera on it, but
you're connecting three different things. Quantum game theory proves God through evolution. So evolution, game theory, and quantum, that's a whole bunch of different things.
You bit off a lot, man.
Yeah, exactly. I really did. In fact, the reason why I'm here in the first place is that you have a video called The Quantum Referee.
Oh.
Can you
Google quantum?
Make the argument. Can you make the argument? We're waiting for the argument. Yes.
So the quantum referee is basically what the thought experiment places between the qubits that guarantees that the qubits are entangled. Now, this is the theory and the practice behind quantum computing. And when you use it for quantum computing, that's fine, because that's just where it is. But when you apply this to biology, specifically to evolution, this quantum referee is still in it. Okay, and then when that quantum referee is there, we have to ask the question what that quantum referee is. Now, if you're an atheist, then it can just stay there and be like, what is it? But if you really want to...
What are you even saying? You're not explaining very well what you're saying. How does this apply? How does quantum computing apply to evolution?
Yeah, exactly. So game theory is the backbone of like modern evolutionary theory. John Maynard Smith, 71, publishes Hawk's Dove Game, which is a derivation of the prisoner dilemma. And then it gets picked up by a guy called Axelrod in politics, and they sort out altruism.
We don't care. No, Patrick, we don't care about a history lesson. We don't care about other people. What we care about right now is an argument, okay? So... go ahead.
It's a case. I'm building a case. So you get those bits. Now,
when you build a case, here's the thing. We're limited on time. When you're building a case, giving us a history lesson and mentioning what other people say is basically going to waste our time. Take the parts of what they said that is important to making your case and just build the case that way. Okay?
Okay. So game theory is important. Now it's got quantum, which is quantum information. Quantum information is passed via entanglement. The entanglement goes faster than the speed of light. Okay, that's a scientific. That's what happens. The 2022 Nobel Prize winner, the guy from California, mentioned it before.
Again, you're starting again. You're giving us a history lesson instead of giving us argument. We don't care about Nobel Prizes. We don't care about the names. Make the argument.
Here we go. If it goes faster than the speed of light, it can do its business outside of space-time. And then, we can put that point aside. And then we can go back to the evolution and say that same thing facilitates evolution when you apply quantum game theory to it. So then we're saying the thing that
within evolution, there's nothing within quantum game theory that the quantum physics, okay, is evolution is a biological process, okay, that is not subatomic. You're mixing two completely different worlds. Quantum physics applies in a world that is smaller than certain particles, like it's subatomic. Within evolution, everything is biological. All the reactions are chemical reactions. You don't need to apply nothing that we learned about quantum physics is required for you to be able to explain the evolutionary process. These are two different fields that you're mixing together.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any quantum mechanical tunneling going on when we eat food. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
just doesn't seem to apply in this realm.
You could explain everything about evolution with Newtonian physics and chemistry. You don't need to go to quantum physics. Everything within evolution is explainable without getting to modern physics.
It's scientifically. Because you're saying now, you're saying we can't apply that because it's not allowed. So we aren't allowed.
I don't think that's what we were saying at all, Patrick. I think what we were trying to do is distinguish for you that all of the really smart thinkological what's-its, I'm pretty sure that's the technical term, could be scientists, but I'm pretty sure all those really, really smart people are having trouble with what's called like the unified theory, right? That one big line of evidence and science and math and understanding of the world that bridges the micro quantum with the macro biology stuff. I think that's a really big problem right now in physics. And it sounds like what you're trying to say is, hey, bro, I actually figured that shit out. And then my argument would be you wasted an hour and a half of your life by sitting on hold with us, bro. Call the fucking Nobel Prize already, man. Don't talk to me. Give Sweden a call, man. They're the ones handing that shit out. Like, if you have figured out how, like, quantum spookiness matters when it comes to like me eating food and then certain chemicals being released in my body and then not feeling hungry anymore, then awesome, dude. Like, don't tell me about it. Fuck. I'm some jackass in Tennessee, bro. Call up the people who actually can do something with this, you know? But currently it just kind of sounds like we're half a bong rip away from just like, dude, we're all the universe, man, and everybody's God, man. So yeah, I don't know that there's much more meat on this bone. Armin, anything else you want to say?
No, it's just, here's the thing. When people talk about quantum physics, just look at what they're talking about. And if that world that they're talking about is too big, what they're saying does not apply, right? When you're talking about chemical reactions within biology, that whole world is too big. We're talking on a much bigger scale of things happening for quantum physics to apply at all. So a lot of times people apply quantum physics, like they mention it because it's just, like Elliot said, it's spooky, it's mysterious, things haven't been explained, and it's just such a mysterious world for you to be able to just insert anywhere when you want to have some religious talk, right? And It doesn't apply. When you're talking about psychology, when you're talking about biology, when you're talking about many, many fields within science, as soon as people talk about quantum, just realize that this is a huge red flag, and they probably are going to bring a whole bunch of pseudoscientific nonsense into the discussion.
I think that is pretty indicative of most of these conversations I have had too. Patrick, thank you. Thank you for calling us. I know you waited a really long time. We didn't have a shit ton of time to really go into this, though I'm not positive if we had done this earlier in the show, it would have lasted much longer either. Next time, if you call us back, my brother, okay? If you call us back, let me offer you this. Take a few minutes, write down some bullet points where you say, here is how this shit connects, y'all. And then I think we'll have a lot more to deal with. We'll have a lot more to work with. So thank you, Patrick. We're letting you go.